There have been times where I've finished 2-hour study sessions before and felt like I've remembered nothing. Can you relate? Like you just spent a huge chunk of your day buried in books, but when someone asks you what you actually learned, your brain kind of feels blank. Trust me, I know that feeling way too well, and I bet some of you do too. So today I want to talk about the painful truth behind those long, unproductive study marathons, and why sometimes just 30 focused minutes can blow those endless hours out of the water when it comes to real learning. Most of us, especially in school or college, get told to put in more hours to see better results. I used to think, if I want to ace this test or really get this material, I'm going to need to study for hours. So I'd block out my afternoon and go for 2-3 hours straight, which sounds like it's productive, but it really wasn't. Research actually shows that after about 30 to 45 minutes of grinding away, our brains sort of hit a wall. The quality drops off. Like you're still technically studying, but not much of it is actually sticking. It's like driving a car with the handbrake on, burning fuel, but not really moving forward. I remember so many sessions where I was basically reading the same sentence over and over, but nothing was landing. A good way to think about it is, it's not about how many chapters you read, it's about how much you digest. I used to obsess over consuming more information. Stacks of paper, longer hours, more pages, but it's meaningless if none of it sticks. So what is actually happening when you learn for just 30 minutes, but make it count? You're using your brain when it's fresh, when attention is sharp and your memory is at its peak. You're absorbing, processing, and encoding knowledge so it actually stays with you. There's a pretty cool analogy for this that I heard. Studying is like watering a plant. Splashing tons of water at once doesn't help as much as a little each day. Cramming just kind of leads to overflow. The roots barely absorb anything, but short, repeated doses, then the plant really grows. And also science backs this up. German psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus basically spent years proving that spaced out learning, little bits but often, beats massive all-at-once marathons every time. Your brain basically likes to sip and not gulp. And here's one unusual fact that most people never hear. Intense learning actually creates tiny growth spikes in your brain. It's called dendritic growth, but this only happens when you're fully engaged, not burnt out. So those short and efficient bursts of learning are physically building your memory. Back in university, I'd schedule study weekends, so several hours on both Saturday and Sunday. I truly thought I'd be super prepared, but by Sunday night, I was exhausted and barely remembered half of what I'd tried to learn. I wish I had known about focused learning at the time. So if you're currently doing this, try instead to switch to short focused sessions, so 30-minute blocks in the morning a few times a week. No multitasking, no phones. Try and use spaced repetition tools like flashcards and keep the focus tight. You'll retain more, feel less stressed, and probably enjoy learning. And that end-of-day brain fog from long cramming sessions should disappear. Something else I also came across. Studies show that our retention rates can be shockingly low in long study sessions. If you spend 5 hours but retain only 10%, you only really learned 30 minutes worth of knowledge. More hours doesn't always mean more results. Long, inefficient studying isn't just a waste of time. It kills motivation. You start to dread opening your books. You feel guilty, like you should be learning, but never actually see the results. That pain point hits hard, and for me, it's something I definitely struggled with. So what can you try today? Seriously, go for 25 or 30 minutes, set a timer, and ignore any distractions. Focus on just one topic, and don't multitask. Use techniques like retrieval practice or explaining concepts out loud, and space it out across days. Track which approaches actually feel effective for you. And if you catch yourself stuck in a long, draining session, just ask yourself, how much am I really absorbing? Sometimes walking away and coming back fresh will get you twice the results. If you've got your own hacks for fighting unproductive study sessions, let me know in the comments below. But here's the core takeaway. Don't chase hours, chase real learning. Next time you hit the books, remember, 30 focused minutes with solid techniques can easily outperform 2 or 3 hours of half asleep passive study. Try it this week. And share this video with someone who's struggling with study fatigue. If you change one thing, let it be the quality of your study time, not just the quantity. And one practical tip before we wrap up. Pick one specific goal for each 30-minute session. For example, I'm going to learn 10 flashcards, or summarize one concept, or solve 2 practice problems. Then set a timer and review what you did at the end. Those small measurable wins build up momentum and they make progress obvious. So you'll stay motivated and keep improving without burning out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.